Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, I have a question. What the fuck was George W. Bush doing in New Orleans yesterday? I mean, you might say he was returning to the scene of one of his many crimes. But what idiot thought this up? That he should go down there and give a speech like he was returning to the scene of some kind of triumph. Let me tell you something. If anybody had any doubts as to how profoundly stupid George W. Bush is, the fact that he went there yesterday, that should remove all doubt. You know, when George Bush needed to go to New Orleans, he was on vacation. And he couldn't be bothered to cut his vacation short and make sure that the people in New Orleans were being helped. And the guy he put in charge of FEMA, the idiot he put in charge of FEMA, Michael Brown, was worrying about what his shirt looked like on TV. And meanwhile, people were standing on the roofs of buildings, holding up signs saying we need help. People were stuck in the Superdome. People were dying in the streets. So I have to wonder, who went to George Bush's speech? Who went to that speech? It couldn't have been, it had to be people who moved into New Orleans after the storm. Maybe people who profited from the misery of others. Because if it had been any of those residents who were there, who were on those roofs, or in the Superdome, or out in the streets, George W. Bush would have never gotten out of New Orleans alive. Or at the very least, he would have been covered with a generous helping of tar and feathers. The one thing that I hope for is that if he's stupid enough to go to New Orleans, that he's stupid enough to go to Iraq and make a speech there, maybe in Mosul, and he can bring Dick Cheney with him. Thanks for listening.